Welcome. This is amazing right here because Lindsey Vonn crashes in last race before Olympic Games or Winter Games and says my Olympic dream is not over. Okay, this is good stuff because I pulled up another decode I had on Lindsey Vonn, and check this out. This is from a year ago. Lindsey Vonn thinks her new titanium knee could start a trend in skiing and pro sports in general. This is from a year ago. I pull it up to see if there's any connections. Look at this. That in that story, you could see right here that she was a part of this Super G athletic game. As you see right there, Super Giant Slalom or Super G is a racing discipline of alpine skiing. But look, that's Super G, and now she's trending again right before the Super Bowl in football. This stuff is all with the language, okay? We have the Super Bowl coming up February 8th. Okay, now she's trending, and she crashed and injured her left knee. Okay, even in this video a year ago, look, even G rhymes with knee, right? But I just caught that. And that's freaking awesome, man. It looks like I made a note in there. She's also in her 41st year of life to go with all the 14s. I think she's older now. She's older now, but to go with all the 14s and 41s. So it looks like I missed something in there last year. But NFL equals 14. So this syncs up with her story a year ago. See, look, NFL equals 14 right there. And look, NFL equals. Isn't this amazing that NFL even has 49 like Super Bowl? But look at, wow, there's that 41. Okay, so Super Bowl equals 41. Look at a year ago. She's also in her 41st year of life to go with all the 14s and 41s. That was from a year ago. So look at this. That's amazing. So she's trending by the numbers, by the language. Super G. Now I'm just taking a look here at some other numbers to see if any of this is going to match with the current decode. I may miss some of it as well. There's some more 41s right there. I may miss something as well. Sophie Hediger was synced up. Look, she's born on the 14th. She was synced up in that story. Oh, and look, she died December 23rd, 2024. That anniversary death wasn't long ago. So, okay, and you could see in there she's synced up with King Vonn. King rhyme. It has skiing has king in it. It's just a double I, but skiing, King Vonn. And so this is in my decode now. I'm just kind of putting it out there early. Okay, and you see Von Miller, he's connected with the Super Bowl. He has Super Bowl victories. I don't think back then I caught that Super G Super Bowl because I don't know exactly. It says a year ago, but it could be a year and 8 months ago. Okay, December 27th. So we weren't quite around the Super Bowl. I mean, it was close, but wow, right? So look, Lindsey Vonn was age 40 back then. King Von connection. Von Miller had the 40 on his jersey. And again, he appeared in Super Bowls. Okay, so and it's amazing because look, she had a new titanium knee. That's what the story was about there. And now she injures her left knee. Trending right on track here. You see that? New titanium knee. And look, that was over a year ago. And you can see the article here now. Vonn crashes in last race before Winter Games and says, "My Olympic dream is not over." And you got that Super G event back then. Now we're coming up on the Super Bowl. She's trending with the knee again. What's that about?
And with the Winter Olympics less than a week away, American downhill star Lindsey Vonn is still determined to complete and to compete with an amazing comeback. Despite this concerning knee injury, it happened Friday at a World Cup race in Switzerland, her last before the games. You see it here, Vonn crashing after landing awkwardly, slamming into the race netting. The conditions were poor at the time. As you see, she was airlifted off the mountain. Later, though, wrote this on Instagram: "My Olympic dream is not over." Vonn's 41. She came out of retirement in 2024 to rejoin the U.S. ski team after a partial knee replacement.
You get Kobe energy too. Look, because you even saw that helicopter. And we're right past Kobe's death anniversary. And she crashes. Look at this. Wow. Like they helicoptered her out of there. And she's age 41. Kobe died at 41.
At the time, as you see, she was airlifted off the mountain. Later, though, wrote this on Instagram: "My Olympic dream is not over." Vonn's 41. She came out of retirement in 2024 to rejoin the U.S. ski team after a partial knee replacement. She is scheduled to compete in the women's downhill next weekend. America keeps its fingers crossed right now. We're cheering for Lindsey. Hopefully she can be back.
Man, good stuff. Look at this, 104 days after her birthday, she injures her left knee. That's 103 days in between the two dates when Lindsey Caroline Vonn equals 103. I used to know this wrestler when I was growing up named Kerry Von Erich. Look at him right here. His birthday is right around the corner. Okay? His birthday. So it's February 3rd. So now Lindsey Vonn is trending right around Kerry Von Erich's birthday. Von Vaughn. Notice how he died 15 days after his birthday as well. Now, Kerry Von Erich died on Dr. Dre's birthday, February 18, 218. Isn't that amazing that Dr. Dre, his name is Andre Romel Young, and that's another Young, Lola Young trending with the Grammys. Steve Young coached the Pro Bowl, one of the coaches. Neil Young was trending. Gift to Greenland, free access to his entire music catalog. So Young, Kerry Von Erich, connected to Lindsey Vonn, Von. He dies on Dr. Dre's birthday. Dre's got the Young name, and all of this energy is out there right now. Come on, man. With Kerry Von Erich's birthday tomorrow. And here's Von Miller. I just noticed that other decode as I was hitting record here. So I kind of gave you that information before already. Look, he's a Super Bowl winner. Look, he's got 2 Super Bowls. And yeah, we are in the second month. I'm recording right now, and it's 2/2, February 2nd. We're on the verge of Super Bowl 60. This guy won 2 Super Bowls in his career with 2 different teams. Come on, man. Now we're 2-2, and this is trending. He won Super Bowl 50 with the Broncos. And then, look, he beat the Rams. The Rams were just deep in the playoffs, knocked out by the Seahawks. Now the Seahawks are playing in this year's Super Bowl. I don't know what number that is, LV1, but he's got 2 Super Bowls. Vaughn. Remember that Super G event where it was another knee story, but it was her with the titanium knee replacement or whatever it said. Now trending again around the Super Bowl with the injured left knee. Jeez. Wow. There's also a pro wrestler named Devon Dudley, whose birthday is 8 days before King Von. Jeez. Look at this. You even get Montana right there, like Joe Montana with this Super Bowl football energy. Look, Crans, Montana, Switzerland. Super Bowl energy. There's another story I'm working on that connects again with the Super Bowl. And remember Bill Belichick trending? He, with all of his energy and connections with the Patriots, all of their success with Super Bowls, now he's trending as he's a coach of North Carolina. Right? And you know what? What's Lindsey's middle name? Look, her middle name's Caroline, like Carolina, like North Carolina and Bill Belichick. You see that right there? And look, she was born in Minnesota. Minnesota is the most trending state right now. Oh, it says Miami right here. She resides in Miami, but she was born in Minnesota. Look, one of the Twin Cities. So you get that 2 energy with that Von Miller connection. And today is 2-2. And they're trending with all of the chaos and protests. Look at that right there. I'm telling you. And since we're over here, look at King Von, the rapper who's dead. Look, his birthday is Deion Sanders' birthday. Look at that energy, man. And wow, okay, he died November 6th, 116. Joe Montana's birthday is 116. But it's the 11th day of the 6th month. And he played on the 49ers. Deion Sanders also played on the 49ers. And Deion Sanders has the same birthday again as King Von. You see that? So all of this football energy. And 49, look, he's born in 94. We're talking about Deion Sanders and the 49ers. And that Joe Montana connection with the 6-month, 11th day birthday. King Von dies on the 11th month, 6th day. Did I say that right? Check that out, man. Wow. 49. Hey, and the Super Bowls in where the 49ers play. Wow. Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. That's where the 49ers play. Remember, Super Bowl and NFL equal 49. But I was wanting to show you Devon Dudley. Look at his birthday, former pro wrestler. 8 days before King Von. Come on, man. And I've pointed that out before. Jeez, man, how fake is this stuff? Remember, NFL equals 14. 104 is like 14 right there. Wow. So you got Dr. Dre, Kerry Von Erich, Devon Dudley, King Von, Von Miller, and more. Steve Young, coach of the Pro Bowl, obviously a 49er. Jerry Rice. That's an amazing Joe Montana connection I just nailed. Wow, man. Fake world. Let's go to the article. Jeez, that's wild. I'm not reading this. That's amazing, man. So is there any updates? Lindsey Vonn injury update? No, crashes in Switzerland. Let's put Switzerland in the calculator. Switzerland's got the S like Super Bowl. Is that spelled right? It's Trump's birthday right there. 65 like California. 146. You got the Trump birthday. 52. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Okay, so man, I hope you enjoyed that. That was amazing. We'll see what happens with her injury update. Withdraws from Super G race. I guess it's still the Super G. Obviously, it's a little bit more than a year later. Super G Super Bowl. That's amazing, man. Oh, and you know what? Crash has the 49. Like Super Bowl and NFL. Crash has 49. There's that 2-2 trending on February 2nd right now. 2-2. Crash has 49. NFL 49. Super Bowl 49. There might be some more that I'm missing. Wow. Jeez, man. And here's that other decode over a year ago. Again, trending with the knee. Lindsey Vonn right there, synced up with Von Miller. King Von. Devon Dudley. There's that 65 again right there. Look at that. So Vaughn said Saturday after placing 14th in a Super G. Look, that was a 65-day span back in that video over a year ago. And I just showed you the 65s again. I think I forgot what it was. Something over here. Switzerland 65. Switzerland 65. I don't know if all the Super G events are in Switzerland or whatever. No. Oops. Yeah, right there. That 65 lands right there. Vaughn 65 and that 65-day span over a year ago. Stuff's fake, man. Super G. Super Bowl. Okay. Wow. Until next time.